Default vanilla Minecraft looks great. However, it can be improved. One way to do this is downloading resource packs off of Vanilla Tweaks. Vanilla Tweaks is a resource pack picker containing hundreds of different retextures for mobs, blocks, and items. And today I want to start by going through all of the different categories, showing off all of the different resource packs. And we're going to be starting with the aesthetic category. And later on, we'll be moving on to a load of different resource packs, which I definitely recommend using. But first, we're starting off with the aesthetic category with our first resource pack, Alternate Block Destruction. With this resource pack installed, when you mine a block, the block breaking animation is actually different. And this one, I think, actually does look really cool. If you can see it here on the dirt, instead of going from the middle, it goes from the outside and adds a really cool animated breaking texture. I think that looks really cool. And this resource pack is very useful, as the line will go around the block to show how close you are to breaking the block. Next up with Vanilla Tweaks, we have Black Nether Brick. This simply changes all the nether brick textures to be black, rather than their purpley red texture they normally would be. Honestly, I don't think this looks too bad. However, I don't really build with nether brick enough to really use it properly in build. However, I am a massive fan of these black nether brick fences. These could be really good for some sort of custom tree, as we don't really have any black fences in Minecraft at the minute. Next up, we have a resource pack known as Cherry Picking. This simply retextures what the cake looks like. Instead of having a giant centered cherry, it just has smaller ones on the outside. And honestly, this doesn't look too bad. And we also have unbundled hay bales and unbundled dried kelp, which simply takes off the straps that will be on dried kelp or hay bales. And honestly, I think the hay bale looks pretty nice. I think that would be really cool for some sort of thatching roof. I think that would look good. And this dried kelp block really just introduces a new block you could build with within Minecraft. Next up, we have solid honey blocks and solid slime blocks. To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of this solid honey block texture. However, the slime doesn't look too bad. These resource packs basically aim to just get rid of any of the transparent textures within Minecraft, which I'm pretty sure would help to improve performance slightly, although I don't really notice a change. Next, we have Desaturated Purple and Desaturated Dark Oak. These resource packs simply decrease the saturation on Purple and Dark Oak. This is quite obvious on the Purple, as you can tell it's much more faded, whereas on the Dark Oak, I actually think this is almost an improvement. I really like the look of it. Next, we'll take a look at some of the aesthetic item retextures. However, make sure to subscribe first, as I want to see how many subscribers I can be on by the end of the year. And here are the item retextures. Starting off, we have Splash Bottles of XP. As this just does make sense, because you do throw them to get the XP, you don't drink it. And honestly, this is a really nice retexture. Next, all of the stems have been renamed to logs, which makes it very easy to search up every type of wood in the creative inventory. We've also got animated campfires and soul campfires, as well as vertical and horizontal nuggets. With these resource packs installed, I have flipped around the iron nuggets to make it look like it's a golden nugget texture, and a golden nugget to make it look like an iron nugget texture. I've also installed the 2D and accurate spyglass retextures. These simply change the sprite of the spyglass to be 2D, including when you're holding it up to your eye, and it retextures it to make it look like it's made out of copper and amethyst. And it also does change the border slightly when you're zooming in with the spyglass. We've also got brown leather, which changes the actual leather texture to be a bit darker, which also changes what the item frame looks like. We've also got flint tipped arrows. As in Minecraft, arrows are crafted with flint, and it also works when you're using a bow, and also for the actual arrow entity. And we've also got HD shield banner patterns, which basically makes it so when you put a banner on a shield, the actual banner pattern will show up, rather than it being a different descaled version. Another campfire tweak we have is ashless campfires, which removes the ash part of a campfire, which you would normally see if there's a flame lit, but if we put this out quickly, it will remove that ash. This actually really helps with different builds, as it looks so much nicer without a random pile of ash. Next, we've got some tweaks to armor, starting with plain leather armor, which removes like a brown overlay on top of the leather armor. This looks pretty cool. I like the helmet. We've got a golden crown, which retextures the golden helmet to be a crown. And we've also got classic style netherite armor, which reverts what netherite armor looks like to be more in line with diamond or iron armor. And Vanilla Tweaks also offers a load of different elytra retextures, such as from the Allay, Phantom, Vex, and Dragon. Here we have a Phantom elytra. Honestly, this item texture looks really cool. And when you apply it, it actually doesn't change if you're wearing a cape, but if I take my cape off, you'll see we have phantom wings on, which look really nice. We've now also got the softer wool textures, which honestly makes wool look really nice. When you kill an iron golem in Minecraft, they have a chance of dropping a poppy. However, their default texture has yellow flowers on them, which is why this resource pack from Vanilla Tweaks, Red Iron Golem Flowers, fixes this by giving iron golems, these red flowers all along their vines. As it just does make sense, when I kill them, they have a chance of dropping poppies, and now they'll actually have poppies on them. If we take a look closely at this enchanting table, you'll begin to notice that there will be a few particles flying towards it. Now this resource pack, Colourful Enchanting Table Particles, adds these colourful particles into the game. Without this resource pack on, I believe they are all just white, so this resource pack is really cool, as it just makes it look like they're all coming from the bookshelves. I really like this pack. Next, we've got the 1.21.2 Redstone Torch. Obviously, if you're in the newer versions of Minecraft, this resource pack won't be useful. However, I'm still in Minecraft 1.21, so this is quite a cool resource pack, as it does add the default brand new look to the Redstone Torch. For this next resource pack, I'm inside of my Minecraft Hardcore world, as this is the Warm Glow resource pack from Vanilla Tweaks. This basically just adds a slight warmer glow when you have a light source within your Minecraft world. As you'll begin to notice, especially if I drop down the brightness a little bit, it's much more of a warmer light, it's much more orange, and yeah, it's just much nicer compared to the default sort of whiter light. Another resource pack that Vanilla Tweaks offers is the Endless End Rod, which removes the base from the end rod, so it's just one big bar. I think this would look really good in some sort of like modern or futuristic build, or even for some sort of fence. I think that looks really cool. And there it is both ways. I think, yeah, this looks really nice. In Minecraft, to craft scaffolding, you need 6 bamboo and a piece of string. However, when you craft it, it's more like a bamboo plank texture. However, with the Vanilla Tweak resource pack Accurate Scaffolding, it turns scaffolding green. And honestly, I think this is quite a nice texture. I wouldn't use it personally, just because I do like the look of default scaffolding. However, this is a really cool design. I really do like the green bamboo it sort of has on it. Yeah, I think this looks really nice, and can definitely work for some sort of table. We've also got the Fensier Fences resource pack, which changes all of the fence textures in Minecraft to be similar to sort of a strip log texture rather than a plank. And I've been using this resource pack for a long time now, and honestly, I really like it. Next, we've got the Moss Carpet Overhang resource pack, which adds this sort of overhang dropping down from the moss carpet itself. I think this looks really nice, and just adds more detail to the blocks in Minecraft. Plus, the item texture looks really nice. Next, from the aesthetic category, we have smoother warped planks, which subtly changes what the warped plank looks like in Minecraft, just to be a bit smoother. We've also got consistent bamboo planks, to keep in line with other wooden planks within Minecraft, and this also transfers over to the mosaic block, which honestly I wish I used more because it does look interesting. However, I just haven't really built with it ever. And to be honest, lots of people probably don't even realize this is a block within Minecraft. Next, we've got alternate cut copper, which changes the cut copper texture to be more in line with what it originally looked like when it was revealed at Minecraft Live. The only annoyance I've noticed with this is the line is just not lined up at all from this side. And you can look here, it's a pixel off, which is really annoying. One of the blocks that is missing within Minecraft are polished andesite diorite and granite bricks. However, this resource pack simply changes the polished blocks into these brick forms. I think my favourite of these are the andesite ones. I think they match really well with the stone bricks. Yeah, that looks really nice. I really want these in the game. Hopefully they'll add them one day. In the aesthetic category, we also have glass doors and trapdoors. This resource pack is pretty interesting as it adds windows to each of the doors and trapdoors within Minecraft. Some of these actually look really nice. I really like this acacia design. However, I'm less keen on something like this spruce door design. I don't think that looks amazing. The copper and iron doors look quite nice though. And then we can take a look at all of the trapdoors as well, which all look pretty interesting. For some reason, the dark oak one doesn't have one until you open it. I think that looks cool though. Yeah, all of these look really nice. Once again, I don't really like the spruce one, as spruce trapdoors is probably my favorite block within Minecraft, so it doesn't really need a texture change. Another aesthetic change from Vanilla Tweaks is singular glazed terracotta. In default vanilla Minecraft, you'd have to place 4 glazed terracotta in a pattern to create a pattern. However, with this resource pack, it just adds the pattern onto one single block. This makes all of the glazed terracotta blocks look so much nicer for decoration. Apart from the magenta glazed terracotta, I still feel like this is a useless and just disgusting looking block. I really hate this block so much. But I'm pretty much a fan of all the other retextures. Finally, from the aesthetic category, I need to turn my world to night, as this is the More Zombies resource pack. With Vanilla Tweaks, you can select any type of default Minecraft skin to be the zombie skin within Minecraft. However, if you have Optifine, or random entity textures and custom entity model mod installed, they'll actually add all of them into the game as variated forms, and these look really cool. If we just spawn in a load here, you'll begin to notice all of the different default skins within Minecraft. And obviously we've got the main ones here. We've got Steve, we've also got the Alex here, and we've got all of the other ones, which, to be honest, I don't really know the names of. But these do look really nice, and just help to add more variation within Minecraft. And these ones also have really interesting names. What does that say? Subscribe? Guess you should listen to the zombies. But that's it for the aesthetic vanilla tweak changes. Now, onto terrain. And loading in with this resource pack, the change is immediately noticeable. As obviously the grass is much greener, but we'll get onto that resource pack later. As first, I want to cover bushy leaves. This resource pack simply adds extra leaves coming out of the leaf blocks within Minecraft. And honestly, if we look at a tree, I think this looks really nice. Although, to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of these item textures. But the blocks themselves do look really cool, and they definitely help to add more detail within your Minecraft worlds. Next, we've got clearer water, which, well, it makes water clearer. It's quite a self-explanatory resource pack, but I think this looks pretty cool. And we've also got darker dark oak leaves. As in default Minecraft, for some reason, oak leaves and dark oak leaves are the same texture. They look the exact same. But with this resource pack from Vanilla Tweaks, dark oak leaves simply change texture a little bit to look a lot darker, which in comparison to oak leaves makes them look really cool, and this could definitely be used in some sort of custom tree design. Next up, it's pretty obvious that the whole world is much greener, as this is the lush grass all around resource pack, which changes the texture of grass in pretty much every biome to be a much greener and much more saturated colour, similar to the jungle biome. However, you can also install the golden savanna resource pack to change the grass block in savannas to be a much more golden colour. Alternate bedrock changes the bedrock texture within Minecraft, and honestly I think this is a much better bedrock texture, as I think the other one is a bit too harsh. I just really like this design. As it's daytime, we can look up into the sky to see a circular sun, and when we turn it to night there'll be a circular moon. From the Vanilla Tweak resource packs, circular sun and moon. I think this looks really good, and honestly this is probably better than the default sun and moon within Minecraft. We've also got circular logs to make logs look a bit more realistic, and honestly I think these look really cool. And we've also got smoother oak logs, just to make the oak log texture a bit less harsh and just much smoother. We've also got the smoother stones resource pack, which isn't as noticeable on andesite, but as you look at diorite and granite you'll begin to notice a big change, as all of the sort of harsher textures have been removed. For example, on this diorite there are a lot less dark patches. Now if we take a look at the dirt, coarse dirt and rooted dirt, you'll see that there are no longer any grey pebbles in them, as these are the pebbleless dirt resource packs. And honestly, I'm not sure if I like this too much, but it's a decent looking resource pack, especially if you don't really like the grey dots within your dirt blocks. We've also got uniform ores, which changes all of the ore textures to be the original diamond ore texture. And yeah, I'm not sure about this resource pack, as it does look a bit weird with ores like copper, emerald and lapis, which actually never had this original texture. We've also got whiter snow, which removes all the blue hints from snow blocks within Minecraft. And with a fancy sunflower resource pack, it changes the sunflower texture to look a lot nicer. And you can also add 3-block tooled sunflowers. Obviously, as this is a resource pack rather than a mod, you can't break the top bit. You can only break the 2 stems that would exist before. This is a really cool resource pack though. And if you get annoyed by grass or tall grass within Minecraft, the shorter grass and shorter tall grass resource packs are very useful, as they just slightly withdraw the height of these blocks. Next up from the terrain category on Vanilla Tweaks, we have something known as lower and sides, which changes all the looks of a grass block and all its variants. For example, here we have a full grass block, where there's no dirt showing on it unless you do look at the bottom. This is just what the default mycelium and podzol looks like. We've also got something similar, the dirt path. I think that looks pretty cool, just a full path block. We've also got something similar to the snow, however this one has a little bit of dirt poking out the bottom. Vanilliums also can get changed, and honestly this is such a cool looking block. Obviously you couldn't really build with this in default vanilla Minecraft, as these would eventually turn into netherrack, but this would be such a cool block to exist within Minecraft. But those were all the terrain changes from Vanilla Tweaks. Next up we move on to the Variated category, which is some of the coolest textures from Vanilla Tweaks. And setting this resource pack up, you will begin to notice a change straight away. First of all, we've got Variated Dirt, which actually adds the grey dots in to the blocks, even adding some bigger circles of them as well. And honestly, I really like these Variated Dirt resource packs, as well as all these Variated resource packs really. I use most of them in my Minecraft world every day. Next is Variated Coarse Dirt, which just changes the angles at which coarse dirt spawns within your world, just to make them a bit more rotated. I think that looks cool. This is similar with grass and mycelium. All the patterns on them are sort of rotated and flipped. Cobblestone also gets some slight variations, although it's quite difficult to notice unless you look sort of straight at it. Moss block also gets rotated. Bricks have some really cool variations. I love the different colours on them now. You can also install the Variated Birch resource pack, which changes the patterns on birchwood. We've got this one with just a single black dot on it, whereas this one's a default one. Honestly, these look pretty cool. We've also got the variated mushroom blocks, which changes the amount of spots that spawn on your red mushroom blocks. And we've also got the randomly rotated crimson and warped nyliums. We've also got variated terracotta colours, as well as variated stone, variated planks, variated gravel, and variated end stone. And we've also got the variated unpolished stones. Now, probably my favourite variated part of this Vanilla Tweak resource pack are the variated bookshelves. I just think these look so much nicer. You'll also notice that these are actually connected. There are no sort of borders between each of the bookshelves, but we'll get into that in a minute. Vanilla Tweaks also gives the ability to have randomly rotated sunflowers. As in default Minecraft, all sunflowers will point east. However, with this resource pack, it changes it so they can face north, east, or south as well as west. And we've also got variated villagers, which changes the sort of skin color of villagers depending on the biome that they spawn in. For example, in deserts and savannas, they'll have darker skin, whereas in tigers and plains and snowy biomes, they'll have much paler skins. But that's all of the variated features from Vanilla Tweaks, and it's time to move on to connected textures. Now, I've already shown this off with bookshelves, but basically this just removes the harsh border that there would be between the bookshelves to make them look a lot nicer. This also works with polished stones, and there is a little bit of sort of glitching on the side of the texture. I'm pretty sure that's because I have a load of mods installed such as sodium and continuity that changes that, but in default Minecraft it should look pretty normal. But just taking a look at some of these connected polished stones, I think these look really nice. Especially this polished diorite, like if we just surround it all around, this center block looks really nice. It looks a lot like calcite. I just think these look really cool. Same with the andesite, obviously, the deep slate. We've got the tough and the black stone as well. And we can also get connected iron and lapis blocks, which also do look pretty interesting. But that's it from all of the connected textures within Minecraft. Despite there being loads more Vanilla Tweaks features to show off, I'm actually going to be showcasing them in different videos, as this video is already over 16 minutes long, and I don't want it to end up being over half an hour long of me just going through different Vanilla Tweak resource packs. However, there'll be a couple videos in a few weeks showcasing the rest of these resource packs. So if you enjoyed today's video and part 1 and our first look at the Vanilla Tweak resource packs, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below what your favourite resource pack has been and what resource packs you'd like to see me cover next. And if you don't want to watch a load of different separate videos, I am going to be making this into one giant compilation video showcasing every single Vanilla Tweak resource pack in one video. So you can expect that on my channel at some point in December. But let me know what your favourite resource pack that was shown off is. Personally, I'm actually a fan of lots of these. I really like this desaturated dark oak. I think that looks good. And these fences are ultimately probably my favourite. I really like the different designs. But let me know and make sure to subscribe.